Today we will dedicate this session to two great souls who left this material world just few days back. First is Khyati Mataji's cousin, Mehul Prabhu, who just left this material world just few days back. He was just 45 years old at a very young age. And second is Shruti Priya, our dear Shruti Priya Mataji, his uncle, who is Girija Prabhu, Girija Prasad Banerjee Prabhu. He also left just 2 days back. So we will dedicate this session, Kirtan and Katha session, to these two souls. We will pray for them, we will sing, and we'll listen some Katha from Shraddha Mataji at the end. This reminds us, how material world is so temporary and you can say like so unpredictable, right? Anything can happen anytime. And we read and listen in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam all the time. It's so unpredictable. Ashashvatam dukhalayam. We hear all those things, but whatever time we have left in this material world, whatever short time we have left, the best way to utilize this time is to engage in the loving service of the Lord. That is the best thing we can do, whatever time we have left. So with that being said, I would like to invite Sugopi Mataji to do a short kirtan for us, and then Rohini, and we have Girdhar Prabhu, Girdhar and his dad. Then Ananya Radhika Mataji, Aniruddha Nitai Chand Prabhu, Khyati Mataji will speak about her cousin. Then Shruti Priya Mataji will speak about her Mesho, which is like uncle. Mesho in Bengali, Mesho Mosha in Bengali, and uncle in, we call it uncle. And then Shraddha Mataji will say something, say little words. And then Koladi Prabhu will conclude with Narsimha Dev prayer. So I have attached that schedule in the chat box. If you can just go ahead and look at it. We will start with Sugopi Mataji. Sugopi Mataji, are you there?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Please go ahead and do kirtan for us, Mataji, for the soul, for the
Thank you,
departed.
Sukrupa Mataji, for bringing me into this sort of prayer session today. Thank you for considering me. I want to offer my respectful obeisances to all the devotees present here. And firstly, to Khyati Mataji and to Shruti Priya Mataji, my heartfelt condolences for the loss that you and your extended families are facing through this prayer session. Really, the goal is that these departed souls just move along to a higher destination, one step closer to Krishna. So that's what we're praying for. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Gopi Mataji. It was so melodious. I mean, for a moment, I was just thinking we are in out of this world. It's so melodious,
Thank
Mataji.
you,
Thank you
Mataji.
so much. Thank you so much, Mataji. Next, we would like to invite Rohini. Rohini, are you there?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sri.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
go ahead, go ahead.
Can you hear me, Mataji?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasani Shri Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Thank you, Rohini. It was so wonderful. We didn't want it to stop. It was so nice, really. Very nice. Very nice. Next, we have Girdhar and Dad. Girdhar, are you ready? Girdhar.
Giridhar is
Hare
here.
Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Please, Mataji, please accept heartfelt condolences for the loss of loved ones. You're able to hear us, right?
Prabhu, it is a little bit
Are you able to
breaking,
hear
but
us?
we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right.
There is little
Okay.
time lag, but we can hear you. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mataji, I didn't. There's a time lag.
Yeah, there's time
Okay.
lag, but we can hear. Yeah.
Okay.
Please
All
go
right.
ahead, Prabhu. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah.
Okay. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gauravakta Vrinda. I'll give you this review. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. We didn't know that you sing so well. You've been hiding for so long. Now we found you, Prabhu. Very wonderful, Prabhu. Very wonderful.
Thank you, Mataji. Happy to be of service to.
Yes, Prabhu. We would like to hear more from you, Prabhu. Yeah. Very wonderful. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Next, we would like to invite Ananya Radhika Mataji. Ananya Radhika Mataji, are you there?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sorry.
Krishna Ananya Radhika Mataji. Please go ahead, Mataji. If you are ready, you can go ahead, Mataji.
Yeah, just can I get a few minutes because Balaram was eating, so he will just come wash his hand and come. So for the mridanga.
Yeah, no worries.
But I'm complete.
We can wait for mridanga player. Yes, Mataji.
Hare
Wonderful, wonderful, Kirtan Mataji. Thank you, Balaram. Thank you, Shambhu Prabhu, as usual. You always, yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Very, very beautiful, actually. It's just like we just want to keep listening, we just don't want to stop. It is
Did
so
I go
beautiful.
overtime? Okay, I finished on time.
No,
I
no,
was just
Mataji.
thinking.
We are on time. Don't worry. No, we are
I
on
think
time.
that clock is fast now. Okay, we are good.
We are on time, Mataji. Don't worry.
Actually,
Thank you so much for thank you.
thank you
Yes,
so much.
Mataji, please.
I was just saying that Anirudh Nitai Chand Prabhu is stuck in traffic, so he said he won't be able to make it. So,
Okay.
and then Radhika Mataji can sing more. Actually, we have a slot open. For
Mataji, you want to sing more? You can sing.
Or we can get some other person to sing. Like, I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you want me to do.
Aniruddha Nitayachand Prabhu was the last Kirtaniya Mataji.
Okay, then just sing one.
Oh, okay. Then I can go for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much. That was so wonderful. Thank you, Balram. Thank you, Shamra Prabhu. Shamra Prabhu. Thank you, Ananda Radhika Mataji.
Thank you,
For
Mataji.
for the 20 minutes, like we forgot, like why why we. Yes, I'm pretty sure Shruti Mataji, Shruti Priya Mataji, and Kathy Mataji also maybe for 20 minutes they forgot, like what they assembled for. I think. Yeah, it was very nice, Mataji.
Yes,
Thank you.
Mataji, it felt like divine energy in the temple, how
Yes.
Ananya Radhika Mataji used to sing in the temple. So thank you so much, Mataji.
Also from Romania.
And also
It was really divine.
devotees also, we are really very grateful. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
I'm very grateful for this opportunity that I could pray for the departed soul, and my heartfelt prayers for his safe passage.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Balram. Next, we would like to invite Kathy Mataji. Would you mind saying something about your cousin? I'd like to hear something about your cousin Mataji, if you don't mind.
Yes, for sure, Mataji. I think like more we speak, less it is in his glorification. But I think I would like to welcome like my bhabhi. Like the name is Jugal Sonpal on the screen. So he is my brother's son, and my bhabhi is on the screen. Her name is Bijal. And she also like really wanted to thank everyone over here. So I will let her speak. And also one small request, Shraddha Mataji, if you can allow me to share screen. I have few photographs that I can display after Bhabhi speaks. So
Yes, and can you just
Yeah.
remind me what name? I'd like to focus on your happy.
yeah,
What's the
so
name?
Jugal Sonpal is the screen name right now, and my
Okay,
Bhabhi's name is Bijal.
okay, Jugal. Okay, I'll put the spotlight on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hari.
thank you, Bhabhi. Hare Krishna.
Oh, Jai
Bhabhi,
Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri
Yeah, yeah,
Krishna. Huh.
yeah. Oh, like we, talking like about him for a few minutes would be too less, I think so. He was, the person. There are many memories which I can collect right now. But in short, if I have to say, like Mehul Sonpal, my husband, if I have to say something, like he was the most humble person I ever know. He was a generous soul and a man of simplicity. His main ethics was simplicity, that he did not even let his success blind on the path of being proud or arrogant. Not a pinch of arrogantness was there. So he was, there was no words for him. I don't. He was very mannered, calm, and composed, and he had very high regards for elderly person. The aim was what I can do for them in the life. The main target was to take everyone with him and go ahead in the life. I have never seen him getting emotionally unstable or nothing throughout my life. His one quoting made me come up out of this, that he every time used to quote throughout his life, that one should not get overwhelmed during the happy moments of the life, neither should one succumb to the grief during the touch moments of the life. He believed in maintaining a balance, whether it was a happiness or a sorrow. And this is what one sentence is keeping me going. He was a role model for my children, and I love him for the life, and everyone is speechless right now. And there are many person who are, I don't know what kind of help they can do. But I told my children that no one, not even his absence, can separate four of us. I know all the prayers and all the support of you all are there, and that will make me help come out of the difficult times of the life. So I really hope eh, that will make me that will give me a strength to come out of this difficult times as well, as he is always there with me.
Thank you
Kathy,
so
can
much,
you take
Bhabhi.
over?
Yes, yes, sure, Bhabhi, I will take over. But thank you. I think in true essence, you are following what he instructed all of us. And with
Yeah.
full heart and devotion, you have always supported him. So we know that how difficult it is for all of us, and especially for you and for kids. So I really want to thank you, Bhabhi. And we are in this together. And I know what you said is absolutely right, that Mehul Bhai is with us and he has not gone anywhere. 4 of you are intact. So all these prayers will help us to get through. So thank you so much, Bhabhi, for coming and for like talking about him. So thank you.
So while going also, I'll just add on like I was not in that balance of mind whether to accept it. It just happened in fraction of second. But I don't know what happened to me at that point of time, what made me. So like, and I did not even discuss with him throughout the life what will we do or that. But it just came to my mind ki if he would be there. So it suggested of ki we will just donate the body, so it can be healthy. He have done everything in his life. So while going also, if it is helpful to someone, it will be a great thing. He would be happy. But because of this COVID, we cannot donate the body, but we could just donate the skin and eye. So I think so that decision. Which I could take at that point of time is what like he made me do this, because we had never discussed it like this. Ki, if this happens, do this or do that. But that inner strength, and he made me do that. So I think so. While going also, he did what he could do.
His life is
So I'm really
that example of, giving to others. So
giving to us, right?
thank you, Bhabhi. Also, we have Kinjal Bhai also online. Kinjal Bhai is my other, like my Mehul Bhai's brother. And Mehul Bhai and Kinjal Bhai both are my mama's son, so my mom's brother. So Kinjal Bhai, will you be able to speak? His name is Kinjal Sonpal Mataji, if you want to keep him on the spotlight. Thank you, Bhabhi.
Thank you.
Kinjal Bhai? We are not able to hear you if you are speaking. Kinjal Bhai, can you hear us?
Maybe he's muted.
No, he's not muted.
Maybe you want to go ahead next so that we don't.
Yeah. So I think while Kinjal Bhai is
I think maybe you can help share the screen that Kathy has.
yeah, so I will
allow-
just display some photographs.
Yeah, you can do that.
Can you see the screen, Mataji?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So this is Mehul Bhai. And like the photo feels like he's just going to come out and speak to us. This was last year during the Satyanarayan Katha at my home. So this is Mehul Bhai and this is Kinjal Bhai, my other brother,
On the left.
on the left of the photograph. And then this was last year, 30th December 2019 during their housewarming ceremony. So it was like very auspicious time for all of us together. And this is their altar. They have Laddu Gopal and they have carved like very beautiful Krishna statue on it. And this is like our family. So this is Miloni, my niece, and this is Jugal, my nephew, and Mehul Bhai, my bhabhi. Um, this is Kinjal Bhai and my other bhabhi, Jyoti bhabhi, and my mom and my aunt. So this was like just last year. It feels like yesterday. And this is again one more photograph of Mehul Bhai and Bhabhi together. And this is their family together.
So in every photo, if you see, he would be so calm and like, I mean, as Vijay Bhavi mentioned, right? He will be very composed, humble. I mean, all the words, it was like what we are reading in the Bhagavad Gita also, right? I mean, we felt that he was really
He has
applying that.
internalized that in the life and to put it into the practice,
So we are on the rightmost ways.
Yeah, this is Mehul Bhai, this is my other mama, my
Who
mom,
passed away.
and my bhabhi and my masi and my mami, like now.
So this is
my
Lata
mama's
Mami who's
wife.
already on.
Yeah.
And this is during our wedding.
Wedding. So Kinjal Bhai, are you in a position to speak now?
Yeah, my internet was a little weak earlier. Am I audible now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
So, Kathy, as you spoke and as Bhabhi spoke, I think there are less words that can describe him, or that we can keep talking. But and it's really weird for us to talk like this for him. But I think my thought and the thought that we have discussed with the entire family is that we really want to celebrate the works that he did during his life. We want to celebrate as an individual, and we want to keep learning from the the life that he gave to us, right? And cherish the moments that he spent with us. So that's something the entire family is still trying to learn, but that's what we should be doing. That keep cherishing and keep learning from the path that he showed to us. I just want to talk about a couple of the qualities that I think really stands out. Uh, to me, he was really into the practice of sattvic dana. The way we do. He had a knack of kind of identifying the right place, right person, right situation to give away, and he really mastered that art. And the God had the blessings on him to know and to give away. He mastered that. Uh, Sometimes even compromising his own life, his family, but at the end of the day, what matters is he showed us how to give away. Uh, Again, as I mentioned, there are words, so many words we can keep talking, but another thing that I think really stands out, and I really want to implement it in my life as well as within our family, is like he was here to kind of practice and demonstrate to all of us as an individual the true meaning of karmani eva dhikarasya ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phal hetur bhurmate sangotsav akarmani. In true spirits, he was like uh, in the true spirit of this slope. He worked throughout his life without really waiting for reaping the benefits or reaping the fruits of his hard work, and and he just kept giving away. So uh, the more I talk about, the more I can just keep going on and on forever. And as an elder brother, he showed me showed us the real path of happiness. Yes, of course, there is always going to be a pain of losing him, but I think as Bhavi mentioned, he is still with us. He is still, his soul is still guiding all of us. So uh, and like a true yogi, he just continued working and showed us the real path of life. I don't think I have more words. I mean, I can keep going on, but I just want to be, you know, mindful of the time here. So, Hare Krishna.
Like Krishna. Thank you so much, Kinjal Bhai. And I think, Mataji, do we have time? Can I say something also?
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead. Please go ahead, Mataji.
So I think all of us knowing him, I just wrote like few words, and I consider him as Polestar or Dhruv Tara, that he's always there guiding. So I just wrote like a small thing. While our universes spin around without you, but you are there as a North Star, unwavering and shining bright, giving us your affectionate smile and guiding us with your life principle of seva, seva, and seva. You are always there with us as that North Star guiding us. Like Dhruv Maharaj, you found your most meaningful purpose of life in the toughest moment. When we heard the news of our mommy, so his mother passing away suddenly because of the sudden heart attack. And I still remember those conversations that I had with him. When I asked him, don't you feel dejected by God that he took away your mom and you suddenly, and so suddenly without any notice? And he said, no, Shriji Baba is our father. So we believe in Shriji Baba. And he said that Shriji Baba is our father. He never wants anything bad to happen to their children. So this is not an act of God, but it's a destiny. And yes, I have so many unanswered questions that why it happened so suddenly. But he found like the meaning of life of, he was helping others, but he was even more determined after this tough situation to help everyone. And spiritually, he said that this is an opportunity for him to help and serve others. And he continuously provided nurturing environment for everyone. He was our anchoring point. We slowly started relying on him and his extraordinary ability to guide us in every way, whether it is our social, professional, or even day-to-day life. I clearly remember the last conversation we had during in-person conversation we had at his house when he accepted Srimad Bhagavatam. Both me and Neeral are like touched by his giving nature, and we asked, what is your source? Where do you get so much of energy? And he immediately said, it's not me, it is Shriji Baba's kripa that and blessings from all the elders that he is able to do. So as Kinjalbai mentioned, that it's the nature of that karma yogi, which achieved so many material world, but he never take any proprietorship. He was just there serving with full his heart. And now that he's gone physically, this separation is unbearable for us. And his entire life, he strived to keep everyone happy. So seeing us in tears, I know that he wouldn't like. And for him, we are trying to be calm, composed, and peaceful. And we will always, his life is always a source of inspiration. That is why I call him my North Star, that he's always there, shining bright and guiding us and guiding all of us. We are confident that he has achieved excellence by mercy of Srinath Ji, and his blessings and positive radiance is shining bright, especially on the kids, Miloni and Jugal and Bhabi, because he always wanted us to be happy, and his principle of serving others, that is what we can take from his life. We bid teary-eyed goodbye, but because of his life that he has touched us in so many positive way, it's hard to imagine life without him. But he is our pole star and he will always be there guiding us. So thank you all the devotees for all your prayers in this difficult time. And I know we have to be strong for him and for everyone else. So thank you so much, and please keep us in your prayers always.
Thank you, Kirti Mataji. It was so nice to hear about your cousin, and Very nice to know your bhabhi. She's here. I'm glad that she was able to join us. I know it's very tough time, difficult time, and morning time in India also. Like, may have a lot of relatives, friends, given the kind of personality he had, right? I mean, I was talking to Khyati like 2 days back, and then she could just go on for like 2 hours. We talked, I think, till 11 o'clock in the night. Then Niral Prabhu also joined her. So I'm pretty sure it's very difficult to, uh, deal with this situation, but with Krishna's mercy, and devotees' prayer, I'm pretty sure you all will sail through this difficult time. So,
Thank you, Mataji. And I would
yeah.
like to really mention this, that Mehul Bhai could do all these things because he had like full support of my bhabhi and everyone in the family. Like even Kinjal Bhai, whenever Mehul Bhai said something, he would just do it without even thinking. So I think we are really very grateful to have such family and such an inspiration. Both bhabhi and like bhai, they are like, God said gift to us. So
And even the kids,
even
they have
kids,
like reflection of whatever Mehul Bhai and Bhabhi, we
they
see their behavior also when we went in person or whatever hearing. So amongst them, I mean, he's also living. I mean, uh, his parts are amongst the kids and Jugal and Miloni, and amongst Bhabhi also. Like how like so much of the transfer happens already by just staying with him for such a time.
so thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much for keeping in the prayers and hope.
Yes,
Thank you.
Mataji, we'll keep praying, and we are there for you, Khyati Mataji and family. Anytime you need someone to hear anything or you want to reach out, please don't hesitate, Mataji. We are here to help you out in any ways we can, so please don't hesitate. Shraddha Mataji, you want to add something, or we would hear from Shruti Mataji, then you want to say something? Let's go ahead with Shruti Mataji. Shruti Mataji, are you there? You want to say something, Mataji? Shruti Mataji or your family?
Hare Krishna, everyone. It's a wonderful kirtan we heard. Thank you so much, everyone, for the prayers and kirtan. And my condolences, heartfelt condolences, Khyati Mataji, for your brother and their family. My heart goes out to them. I'm actually mourning my uncle. He's my Mosa, so my mom's sister's husband. I also call him Mesho in Bengali. So, and I shouldn't be crying because I should be celebrating his life. He had a very full life, and I always, growing up, I remember Mesho as very loving, very happy person. I never found him without a smile ever, and always jovial, and he attracted everybody towards him. My mom has a very large family. They are around 6 sisters, 2 brothers, and everyone affectionately called Mesho uh, Bhaloda. Bhalo in Bengali is good, Da is brother. So, and everyone wanted to be around him, and he's been he was a loving father, and always when I was growing up, I always saw him uh, always attending to his kids, and a devoted husband. I lost my Masi around 5 years ago, very suddenly, but he was steadfast. And I have my cousin brother here. His name is Dipankar, and my bhabhi Sonika. Um, so Shraddha Mataji, if we can speak a little bit.
So, Shruti, I don't see Deepankar here.
Sonika, they are with the name Sonika.
I don't see that, yes.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you so much. This was really a really overwhelming experience. All of you coming in and joining in here and doing the kirtan and the service. I really thank you for all taking your time out and talking about my father and doing the kirtan, especially Sunita Didi and all the uh, all your colleagues. My father passed away all of a sudden. Yeah, he was suffering a lot for almost 2 months. He was on ventilator, so he went through a great suffering. And basically, he was a great man. He was a self-made man, very disciplined, loved traveling. He was a very caregiving person and full of life. He was full of life. During his last days, he suffered a lot. Yeah, I understand, but yeah, he was a very disciplined person and. He used to recite poems of Rabindranath Tagore and some verses of Gita during his last days. I really miss him. I mean, you can say what I am today is all about it's from his footprints. You want to talk about?
First of all, I would like to thank everyone for doing the prayers and all for my father-in-law. He was a great man. He never felt me I am a daughter-in-law. He always treated me as a daughter. And I think for last 6 months, he was suffering a lot. And I think in his last days, I haven't seen him last 15 years doing prayers or anything, but I saw him in last month. There was a drastic change. He was just devoting his time in Krishna bhajans and all shaloks in whole the day on the bed. So he was a very active man, totally self-made. He never take help or anything from others. I think in last 3 days, he was just realizing that he is dependent on others. So I think that's kept his willpower getting down. And so that was really very saddened to see every day him is in the guilt that he's on bed and dependent on others. So that thing is in us that in last days, he was not thinking in that way that he's self-made, he's doing all things on his own. So
Not only that, he used to love travel. He was a flamboyant person, a great critics of politics. He used to talk all about politics and used to be a critic as well. And really, if you talk, I used to talk to him hours and hours. I could spend with him, like talking about numerous things. And I really today what we are, and especially for me and Sonika, we saw him how he used to manage things and how he used to control his life and how disciplined he was. That you can see also in my daughter as well. He was so caring and loving. He always used to at the age of almost 80-85, he used to cook his own food. He was never dependent. He used to clean the house. He used to cook his own food. Never kept a maid. And yeah, he was a self-made man. He never liked to be dependent. And those were the factors that once after the accident and he was on bed, he thought it was the last time. I really pray for him and hope that he lives a great life.
and I think on last 20 days, he fighted a lot for his life. He was on ventilator for 20 days. So even a doctor was saying he's really, we don't have a word to say about how he's alive and he's trying to live, because he always keep saying me that he will live more than 90 years, but who knows what happens. So
I really would like to thank you, all of you. This was really overwhelming, and all of you taking the time out. Sunita Didi, Mataji. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sonika and Divyajan.
Dipankar.
Dipankar, yeah. Thank you. It was nice to hear about your dad. Nice to know him, we would like to continue pray for him and the family so that, you sail through this difficult time smoothly. Next, we'd like to invite Shraddha Mataji. If she can say something. Shraddha Mataji, you want to say something, Mataji, please?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Shukar Mataji. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. My respectful obeisances to all the dear devotees who have assembled here today. What we heard, the news that we heard over the past few days was indeed shocking when Khyati Mataji wrote on one of the WhatsApp group that her cousin passed away. And I was shocked when she told me the age. And then soon after we heard about Sunita, or Shutripriya as we call her uncle's passing away. And I know that Shutripriya recently lost her dad also. So this is the reality, and this is the situation in the material world that we are in. There's no guarantee. You could be 83 or 85 or striving for 90, or you could be just 45 and living a full life. And suddenly the call comes and we have to go. And we might think a death to be the final separation because the soul leaves the body. And Bhagavad Gita describes death as utkramantam sthitham vapi bhunjanam ya gunanvitam. So it says utkramantam. It either steps into the body, which is called birth, or steps out of the body, which is called death. But the good news is that the soul never dies. And for some, the soul becomes the pole star, as Khyati Mataji was saying, and becomes the pole star for you. And, the soul just moves on. And so when there is a death of the body, so-called death, then we go through a lot of emotions. And it's a very natural thing. Very natural to cry. We shouldn't suppress it. Actually, whether we are, ordinary happy-go-lucky people or we are stout devotees of the Lord, but either ways, when this thing happens, and no matter how much of philosophy we have read about the soul living forever, but the grief is, unbearable. And a lot of the grief comes from, what am I going to do, or what are my dear ones going to do? Especially when somebody leaves at a young age, we immediately think like, what's going to happen to the family? And oh, only I wish I was prepared. Like how Khyati Mataji's Bhabhi was saying that we never discussed these things before. What should we do with the body? Do you want to donate your organs? And so there is an element of preparedness that we should have in our lives for this ultimate truth. And like they say that there are only two things that are certain in this world. One is death and other is income tax. So we all know that death is for certain. And so we should always pause in our busy lives to see how prepared are we. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Dehinosmin yata dehe Kaumaram yovanam jara tata dehantar praptir dhiras tatra namuhyati. So basically, it translates to that while the soul is in this body, and it might appear that the body is alive, but actually, even in our lives, the soul, which is us, the soul goes through so many bodies. For example, where is that 2-year-old Khyati that we all knew? Where is she? That body is gone, right? Similarly, the youth, and then the old age comes. So Krishna says that just as a person or as the soul passes through these different bodies in the life itself, there comes a point when it's like, okay, now this body cannot function or is not suitable to do the next things that you are supposed to do. So Mehul Prabhu's life of so much of giving, so much of helping was a preparation for his next life. And all the sukriti that he has gathered by doing all the wonderful deeds that he did to friends, families, known, unknown, all this adds up and makes him ready to take the next step. And so that is why, you know, good people get taken away faster, because Krishna says, I have another plan for you and I'll take you to a higher level now. Now you're ready to take on a bigger post. Just as we say, when a person performs very well, he's promoted and he's made a manager. So similarly, this thing also happens with us, that, Krishna comes in and takes care. And same thing with Sunita's Pupaji also, right? For some, it takes time. For some, it doesn't take time. And since we don't know that for some, when the death is going to come, so we should always be prepared. And as we go through this grieving period, how do we handle that? And I was just thinking, as we were going through the wonderful Kirtan glorifying Krishna, there was a certain peace and calm, and some of you even acknowledged that. And then I was thinking that, oh, after that we have a long, sessions when we will be grieving, and I'll be talking heavy stuff, so it's going to get a little bit heavier towards the end. So you see, this is what life is. There is joy and there is sadness in the same time, within the same hour, in the same place, to the same person. It just keeps on fluctuating as the bulb fluctuates during the power shortage in the summer seasons. So our aim always at this time, and I really like the connection that Khyati Mataji made to the Dhruv star. And when I was looking at the Mehul is a very sweet name, and so I was like, what does Mehul mean? And then the Mehul means cloud. And the moment you say cloud, of course, anyone from Gujarat and anyone from Bengal and anyone from ISKCON is going to think of only one word, and that is Krishna, because he resembles the color of his color resembles that of a cloud. And then I was like, oh, what a coincidence on that. And then I was like, okay, let's look at Giriraj, Girija Prasad. And I was like, Girija. So Girija is Prasad, means the mercy of Girija. And Girija means that one who has been born from mountains. And the best mountain is Himalayas. And the daughter of Himalaya is Parvati. So I was just thinking that, how these two names are connected with the Lord. And this is the connection that we should maintain as we think about these exalted souls, that how do we connect them? Every time that I think of Mehul, I should be thinking about Krishna as well, because that is what is going to give you peace and quiet, and some level of acceptance with what has happened. And no matter when a person leaves, when your parents leave, whether they leave you at a young age or they leave you at when they're 80 or 90 or 100, the grief is still the same, because of the strong connection that we have. And so now that they are not there, manifested in front of you, how do we connect with them? Now is the time to go beyond the material and accept the reality that they were souls. And it's just the soul that has gone. The body was left behind here. And we associate, with the body. And now is the time to associate with the soul. Pray for the soul. And whenever we think about the soul, always, connect that with Krishna as well. And one of the things that's uh, is maybe already happening and will happen is, um, when somebody passes, not so much in these COVID days, but generally, there are people surrounding you. They are there. Everybody's there to wipe your tears. And then when they leave, that's when the relatives leave, and while ceremonies are done, then the loneliness steps in. And so, how do we go back? And so, how will your cousins, Shruti Priya Mataji, how will they go back to a jovial life? How will they live the life that their father lived? Happy go lucky, bholoda, right? A good man, right? How can I become? This is a time for us, as we were listening, and I was just relishing all the good words that they were speaking. Um, and obviously, Mrs. Mehul Sunipal, she got the courage and the strength from her husband. So definitely what you do in this life has an everlasting impression on other people around you. And so since we get affected by those around you at this time, what we should all pray for is that, for Krishna, help me be prepared for the time that I have to leave this body, and all of us have to do that. And then, as part of my preparation, a very important thing is to have devotee association. And so this is what we should always pray for. And this would be my prayer for those who are left behind, all of us, and that we, Krishna, be merciful on all of us, and help us be prepared for the final exam that we all have to face. And then to help us prepare, he give us lots and lots and lots of devotees in our life, so that we get prepared for that. We'll keep you all in our prayers. We do. And may Krishna bless you all. Dandat pranams. And back to you, Shikarapu Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Your words are like, when you speak, it feels like, medicine when you get hurt and you put ointment and all, right? It kind of soothes you. So your words are like, it's very soothing to the grieving soul, grieving family, it really helps. So thank you so much for that. We are little over time. I will not take much time, but Koladip Prabhu, I would like to invite you for Narsimha Dev prayer. If you are here, Koladip Prabhu. Is he there? I saw him.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhu. Yeah.
Thank you for giving a chance to serve the devotees, Mehul Prabhu and Girija Prasad Prabhu. I think wherever they are enjoying a better atmosphere, definitely, because of their karmas in this lifetime. Namaste Narashinhaya, Namaste Narashinhaya, Pralada Lada Daine, Pralada Lada Daine, Hiranakashe Purvaksha, Hiranakashe Purvaksha, Hiranakashe Purvaksha, Shilatanko Nakhalaye, Shilatanko Nakhalaye, Ito Narsimha, Parato Narsimha, Ito Narsimha, Parato Narsimha, Ito Narsimha, Parato Narsimha, Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha, Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha, Bahir Narsimha, Hridaya Narsimha, Bahir Narsimha, Hridaya Narsimha, Bahir Narsimha, Hridaya Narsimha, Narasingha Maden Shara Nang Prapade Nara Singhamadem Sharanam Prapade Tavakaram Kamalabare Nakham Adbhuta Singam Dalita Hirana Kashipur Tanabringam Keshabadhita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Tava Kara Kamala Varena Kamadhuta Singha Dalita Hirana Kashipur Tanabhingam Keshavadhita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Ananta Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Haribol 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol Bhakti Vigna Vinashak Shri Narsingh Bhagwan ki jai Bhakti Shramani Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai Guru Shri Prabhupada ki jai Nitai Gaur Shitanath Premanand Hari Hari Bol Samasta Bhakta Mandali ki jai.
Thank you so much, Koladev Prabhu. It was very nice, very wonderful Narasimhadev prayer. With this, we would like to end the call today, and I would like to say something. Shruti Priya Mataji and Khyati Mataji and the family, whenever you need something, if you need some ears to hear, I mean, we are here to help you out, Mataji. So don't think like, okay, just this kirtan is the end or this katha is the end. So whenever you feel like you need some help, any type of help, please feel free to reach out to us. We are here to help you out. That's all. Shraddha Mataji, want to add something? Or?
No, thank you so much. Yes, I'd repeat that sentiments that we are there, and devotee association at this time is the best thing that Krishna can arrange for any one of us. So yeah, keep Krishna in your thoughts and in your prayers, and we will keep you in our prayers as well.
Thank you, Mataji. With that, we would like to end the call today. Thank you, everyone, for joining the call. We really appreciate your time and support. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, all the devotees, for your prayers and for your mercy. So thank you.
Thank you, Sukrupa, for organizing everything. I know it's a lot of work.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sukrupa Mataji.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Please remember us if we can do anything. Please do let us know. Though we are very far, but we are in India and your family is in India, we can always make a call and talk to them. Do let us know if we can do something.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna Mataji.
Much Prashana Mataji.
Thank
You are
you.
always there for every devotee, so we appreciate it. Thank
Pray
you.
for it. Please.
Thank you, Vindhyavali Mataji.
Thank you very much. It was really touching.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Radhe,
Hare
Radhe,
Hare
Radhe.
Rama.
Premanande, Hare Hare Bol.
Hare Hare Bol.